Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my first live in months or maybe a year, a whole year. Yeah, it's been a while, right? Pandemic, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everything is good with you guys. Hopefully the pandemic hasn't affected you in a bad way or in a really bad way. I know the rest of the world has been, God, suffering either from family loss, friends losses, many other things, economically wise. So hopefully you guys are good. And today we have a very, very great guest. He is a artist, and he just launched his first, or I'm not sure if it's first, but he just launched his album called Mi Destino, which is My Destiny. So we're gonna bring him on right now, see what he has to say. I'm pretty sure he has a great story, and we'll see what's going on. Let's see.
What's up?
Hey,
What's
there
up,
he
buddy?
is. How are you? ¿Cómo si me
How you doing?
escuchas? Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry that the internet's kind of slow a little bit. Like yeah, I hear you kind of blurry a little bit, but I think we'll manage.
Should we try reconnecting or are you good?
No, I actually I hear you perfectly right now, but at the beginning I didn't hear you very well.
It's probably something with Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you?
Excellent, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just enjoying life, Been on vacation and yeah, it's couldn't be better.
Trying to stay safe, right?
Yeah, trying to stay safe. Just enjoying life. Trying to do some, traveling and trying to accomplish goals and dreams. So
Yeah. Same here.
yes, yes.
Same here. Same here. Minus the traveling though.
Mine is the traveling. So what you been up to this whole pandemic?
Just working on my music, man, and trying to, like you mentioned in the intro, thank you very much for the intro. Just trying to promote my music now that it's, that it's launched and like any business, like it starts off slow and you build up a following and for a whole year you're kind of sacrificing a little bit, but little by little, hopefully there'll be some traction.
Definitely, most definitely, especially you. You're killing it with your new release, your album.
Thank you. Thank you, bro. And you know how much I love your song too, Aquella Vez. That's my
Oh
jam.
yeah. But for those who don't know, Drop D helped me write half the song and kind of produce it as well. Give me ideas. So, and for those of you who don't know as well, I did launch a single, Aquella Vez, in Spanish. It's kind of Spanglish English or Spanish English, Spanglish, I guess.
Yep.
So yeah, check it out, guys.
It's a great
And
song.
yeah, so how's family? How's everything during this
Everything's good.
whole pandemic?
Everything's good, brother. Just like you said, very grateful to be here. Thankfully the pandemic hasn't affected anybody in my family that I know of, and I mean,
Thank God.
yeah, I do have a few family members that did get COVID, but very mild. And I'm just trying to keep the people that live around me safe also, try not to go out as much. Sometimes we have to, of course, but
Right.
just trying to be as positive as possible. And during this time, trying to that you can't really play shows as an artist or anything like that, you can't really sing or go out, just trying to do the social media thing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, and it's hard just to be at home. You're used to
Yeah.
going out. You're used to I don't know. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure at least going here and there once in a while. And now you can't really do that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I totally
So
feel you.
definitely. And let's start talking about you and how you your beginnings. Where are you from?
Sure, bro. So I was born in La Paz, Bolivia, and my dad, he's from the States. He's from California, and so I grew up kind of in between in Bolivia and also here. And I've always had musical influences ever since I was a kid. None of my parents do music, but there's four of us siblings that do music, and I've been doing music ever since I was 13. I started off playing rock. Yeah, I started playing rock when I was a kid in a rock band with my brothers. It was the three brothers that we played drums, guitar, and bass, and we tried to be like Blink 182, sort of.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we would play shows all around Bolivia where we first started. And then when we moved over here about 10 years ago, we started playing shows all over here. We won a whole bunch of Battle of the Bands, and we took music pretty seriously, you know, but just because of life and work and, you know, family and getting married and stuff like that, you know, my brothers had to kind of stop doing that. But I've always loved doing creative things, and ever since I was a kid, we've had all these musical influences, not just rock. You know, we've had reggaeton, and you know, ever since I heard Daddy Yankee with what's it called, with Gasolina, I fell in love with reggaeton.
Awesome. What kind of like songs would you play during your rock band time?
First, we started out playing cover songs, so we would play a lot of like pop punk, a lot of alternative rock, like Blink 182, Newfound Glory, stuff like that.
So it would be like mostly English or Spanish
Mostly English,
or
yeah.
both.
Actually, almost exclusively English, and that's the beauty, right? Is that we started playing when we lived in Bolivia, so we did something kind of unique over there. You know, we played songs in English, and you know, there were, of course, those bands were popular back then, but not too many, you know, people spoke English, and so they loved what we did because it was different. And then now that I
Right.
live here, I'm singing in Spanish. You know, it was just kind of interesting doing kind of a lot of people, you know, a lot of people speak Spanish here too, but I don't know. It's a little it's kind of weird. It's funny because people say, right, when you live here in the United States, you're super proud to be, you know, from the country you came from, right? Like, oh, I'm super proud to be, you know, Bolivian, and I love my country and this and that. But when you're in Bolivia, you're kind of super proud, right, that you have family here too. So it's kind of weird.
Right. Most definitely. So you kind of went back and forth from Bolivia to United States
Yep. Yeah,
growing up.
exactly. And I've lived about, I'm sorry, yeah, I've lived like half of my life here, half over there.
Oh, okay, I see. Awesome. And how was the transition moving from one country that's so far away from the United States to, to a new country where it's like so different in many ways.
It was tough, you know, just like any change, it was tough having new friends, especially since I left when I was like 14, you know, and so I wasn't able to graduate with my friends over there in Bolivia. But you know, you get used to it once after a while, and it, you know, living in Bolivia has its pros and its cons, and the same thing here, you know, has pros and its cons. Like people think that here in the United States, like money grows on trees, right? But you know how hard it is, how hard everybody works here, and you know, a lot of people are always stressed out and this and that. And sometimes in countries like Bolivia, you have the family element, right? And you have like maybe people not as stressed out about money and stuff like that. But it was a good experience, you know. It had its pros and its cons.
Pros and cons, most definitely.
Yeah.
And what were some other influences you had growing up, music wise?
For me, it was like for the music that I do now, it was Daddy Yankee. I mean, I love hip hop, right? So I love like Eminem, 50 Cent. Uh, yeah, I mean, now the music I listen to now is like Bad Bunny, you know, Nicki Jam, J Balvin. Those are my favorite artists right now.
Most definitely. And what were some of your like favorite TV shows you used to watch and all that?
I love anything that has like comedy and action. Like I love like the Lethal Weapon movies, you know,
Oh, okay.
Lethal Weapon, like Rush Hour, you know, that has like comedy but action. I love anything that has to do with that. And growing up, I mean, um, so I mean, there's so many shows I could think of, but like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a big one when I was growing up. I'm kind of a little older, you know, Fresh Prince with Will Smith, and you know, we kind of lived through the celebrity TV phase too. So I used to watch MTV a lot, you know, like Jersey Shore and stuff like
Oh, wow.
that.
And that was here in the United States or over there in Bolivia?
Both actually. I mean, even in Bolivia, you know, in many places in Bolivia, it's very Americanized, and so we kind of grew up with knowing a lot about American culture, and especially since my dad, you know, was from this area, and so we would watch MTV over there and listen to American music, all sorts of types of Bolivian music, and so yeah,
Awesome. And what kind of like Spanish influences did you have growing up?
Spanish,
You know,
yeah.
apart from like Daddy Yankee, were you like kind of like into pop music as well, or like, just other genres that Latinos we have?
Yeah, definitely. Like from Mexico, I love Maná. I grew up listening to Maná. I like Juanes. Juanes from Colombia, I've always
From
liked very
Colombia.
much. Yeah. And it's funny because when we were moving over here, my brother was on the same plane as Juanes. I wasn't on the same plane. He was on a different plane, and so he
Oh
got
wow.
he got to meet Juanes. But no, I love Juanes, Enanitos Verdes from Mexico. I love Molotov. I grew up listening to a lot of Molotov. Um, and yeah, I mean, I seriously like, you know, when usually when people ask you, oh, what sort of music do you listen to? Almost everybody says, oh, I listen to a little bit of everything, you know, and this and that. And that's not always true, right? If you start telling them, oh, do you like death metal or do you like, you know, classic music or country music? They'll say like, oh, no, not so much. But I really love listening to all types of music.
Awesome. That's me too. That's me too. I listen from, from opera to. Sometimes I have my days where I do enjoy listening to Middle Eastern music like
Yeah.
Arabic music, and I don't even understand what they're saying, but it's just like, it's so nice to hear for me. But yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying, and I think that's very important when you are a artist and trying to be in the industry, because you probably have to understand all these different genres and music, and I think music doesn't have a language; it's a universal language, I think.
Yeah. I totally agree. And I think that anybody who like nowadays and always, right, people when they try to get into music and try to start making music, they say like, oh, I want to be just like, you know, Bad Bunny, or I want to be just like J Balvin, or I want to be just like Daddy Yankee. And they shouldn't really be thinking like that. They should be thinking, you know, like I want to do something different. And so that's what I try to do, is I try to do something a little different. Of course you're not always going to be, you know, the most unique, you know, but it'd be good. I think that more people should have like the mentality, right, of trying to do something different or better, right? So instead of saying I want to be like J
Right.
Balvin, I want to be better than J Balvin, or and have all their influences, you know, and sometimes that's the most unique music, is when it has the influences of like the music you grew up with or the cultural music.
Right.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And how were you in school? What were your grades?
I was
Were
okay
you
in
a good
school.
boy or a bad boy?
No, I was pretty good. I actually graduated from college a few years ago. I have a degree in biology, but I worked in kind of
Oh
like
wow.
biotech for, yeah, I worked in biotech for a while, but I didn't like it very much. And so now just doing music full time, and that's something I've always had a passion for, and I should have kind of done it a little sooner. I've had a lot of the songs that I released for Mi Destino. I've had them for a while now, and I've been kind of doing them for a few years now, and I should have done it before. But everything you go through, you know, helps you. It's you know, going to the college and everything has helped me, you know, with relations and you know, everything happens for a reason.
You went to college here or in
Yeah.
Bolivia?
Yeah,
Here.
here in California, I went to Santa Clara University, and it's a good Catholic university that's here in the Bay Area in California.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's always
Thank you.
it's always good to have your education, right?
Yeah,
Just in
exactly.
case Plan A doesn't work, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know, and that's what my parents always try to do with us, you know, is say like push us to follow our dreams, but also have a backup plan, and
A
that's what I
backup
recommend
plan.
too. Yeah.
Definitely. And yeah, tell us a little bit more about your album. You have a lot of like different genres, I guess I could say, different kinds of music or songs. It's really a cool and different album from other albums that I heard.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's I try to, again, kind of what I was saying before, you know, is trying to be a little different, and I wanted to kind of throw out a few different styles of music that I told you I've been developing for a while, and they all kind of have the same theme, you know. I think there's like three themes in of the lyrics of my of my songs, and that's like love, and then heartbreak, and then just, you know, how proud I am to be a Latino and all that. So I just try to incorporate a little bit of everything, and I try to make an album that I like to listen to. You know, if I want to turn on the radio, I'd love to listen to this type of music, and that's, I think, I don't know, you know, why you like doing music, but that's why I like doing music, is, you know, listening or making something that you want to hear on the radio, and that, you know, you start hearing it and you think it's the best song ever, right? And like, oh, that'd be so cool on the radio, and aquella vez, and
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and what I like about your music too, is that it doesn't have too much negativity like nowadays. Like it doesn't talk too much, or it doesn't even. I don't even think it talks about violence. You know, about sex or whatever. It's like a really
yeah.
positive album.
Thank you, my bro. Yeah, I do try to make a little, you know, be as positive as I can in my lyrics, and kind of like, I think you hit the nail on the head, bro. That, you know, especially now during the pandemic, we need such positivity in our lives, and, you know, my single's called Sube, and that was one of the reasons I want to kind of this subir, you know, to lift up people and make them feel happy, and maybe try to forget a little bit about any suffering they might be going through during the pandemic, and trying to make, yeah, songs as positive as possible.
As possible. That's what the world definitely needs right now, and it seems like that nowadays all we hear in the radio is just all this negativity. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that there's artists like you that try to give us positivity, and that's definitely what we need. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can feed off of that positivity through your music.
Thank you, my bro, and same with you. I mean, your music. You know, I know you with Aquella Vez. It's for me, it's a great song, and it's I think it's a positive one too. So it doesn't have any it doesn't have any bad things in it. You know, like
Right.
where it's crazy because music, you know, influences people so much now, and people don't even realize, right, how music and movies influence in people's lives. But I was even reading a blog the other day where a rapper was singing about something. I can't remember who it was exactly, but, you know, it leads people to commit crimes, or to, you know, do bad things, or do drugs, or do this and that, and hopefully we can change that a little bit. You know, I'm not saying
Hopefully.
my music is perfect or anything, but, you know, it's just, if we could try to be as positive as possible, then why not, you know?
Right. And I do believe that. I do believe that because within the years nowadays, you see more violence and you hear more violence on the radio,
Yeah.
and now you see it more on the TV. And I think music definitely has an impact on everybody.
Yeah.
So definitely believe that. And yeah, like what's coming up next? What's coming up in the future for you in your career?
Yeah, bro. This year I'm gonna focus a lot just on promotion. You know, I do want to do collaborations with people. I've been getting hit up to collaborate with a lot of people. Hopefully, I can collaborate with you on the remix of Aquella Vez. You know,
Of course.
I have it right here on my computer, and I listen to it all the time. So,
Hey, I
and
appreciate you.
all my family loves the song too. So, but
I
no,
appreciate you.
no, of course, bro. And I want to do collaborations, and just right now, number one is promoting. You know, trying to grow my social media, trying to get as many views, as many streams as I can on Instagram, on YouTube, on Spotify, and hopefully this year I can get an agent. You know, that'd be awesome if I can get a manager or an agent. I'm kind of working with a publicist right now, but it's only like on a month-to-month basis. So hopefully this is just the beginning for both of us, bro.
Hopefully, and for you, I know you're gonna do good because
Thank
you're
you.
already killing it. You're already killing it, and you have more than thousand. No, what is it? 100,000 views, right?
Yeah,
On
yeah,
YouTube.
thankfully.
So I'm very proud of you, and you're
Thank
killing
you,
it
bro.
already. And I'm watching all your interviews all over Bolivia.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for your support. And you know that, anything I can do to always help you, I'm very glad to do it. And I'm glad that we met and we got to collaborate. And I'm always here for you too, and whatever I
Thank you,
can.
brother. Thank you. I appreciate you.
No, I
And I
appreciate
love
you.
how Bolivia is so supportive.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody in Bolivia, it's kind of a fairly small country. I think there's like 10 million people in Bolivia, and so everybody, wants to see Bolivian artists, make it. And so there's a few Bolivian artists that are kind of on their way to making it. They're huge in Bolivia and a few South American countries, but they're not, like the level of J Balvin and stuff like that. And
Right.
but I love to collaborate with them. I've been talking to a few of them, and we never set anything in stone, but hopefully I can collaborate with them, and maybe I can go to Bolivia this year if the pandemic lets us, and hopefully the songs will be bigger by that time.
How do you like Bolivia?
I love Bolivia. I try to go every 2 years and visit my family, my grandparents, all my mom's side of the family, and friends. And so it's beautiful being there. You miss, the food and the people and everything. But also, I mean, my life is here now, and so it's also beautiful to be able to live here in California in the United States. And so,
Right. What are some foods for some of us that don't know some Bolivian food?
it's a lot of things with like stews, a lot of things with potatoes. So potatoes originally come from Bolivia and Peru. In Bolivia, there's like 400 types of potatoes, and so a lot of the dishes have potatoes in them,
Potatoes.
stews, things with like empanadas. We have like really good empanadas over there.
So what
Uh,
are empanadas? Because I guess every country has their own version or their own definition
yeah,
of empanadas.
yeah.
What do you guys call an empanada?
Well, we call
Like what
it
is it?
same empanadas, but they're known as salteñas. They're called salteñas, and they're really good. They're kind of like it's a little different than any other salteñas because these are actually have juice in them. So it's kind of like a soup with like meat inside of them, and so it's really good. You'd have to try them, but it's a different flavor, and a lot of people say that about their country, right? Like, the empanadas from my country are the best and this and that, but I think the Bolivian empanadas are really good. They're up
Most
there.
definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, one day we're gonna have to go to Bolivia, try it out.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I have to go visit you in Vegas. I was in Vegas like the beginning of 2020.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I just visited over there and had a nice time.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Do you have fun over here or what?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not much of a gambler or anything like that, but I love Vegas, just like the food and environment, the shows,
Right.
and just walking down the
Right.
strip. And I know that there's a lot more to Vegas, but that's what tourists see when they go to Vegas.
Oh yeah. Just basically the strip, and that's it, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I've ever
Definitely.
like left the strip, you know, the times that I've been to Vegas. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. And how long does it take to go from California to Bolivia? Because I know Bolivia is pretty far away.
It's about like a 12-hour flight. It usually it's like
Ooh.
yeah, like 2 6-hour flights. So it usually goes like from San Francisco here to like Miami is like 6 hours more or less. And then from Miami to Bolivia, it's another 6 hours more or less. And so usually it takes you a good, 13, 14 hours to get there with like
It's a
layovers.
struggle to get to
Yeah,
Bolivia, huh?
it's a long
It's a
flight, but
mission.
yeah, exactly. Have you ever been to South
Definitely.
America?
I've never been to South America. I only been to Mexico, and that's pretty much it.
Nice. What part of
And just here in the
Mexico?
United States. Oh, what was that?
What part of Mexico is your family from?
We're from Zacatecas. We're
Oh,
from
okay.
this place called Zacatecas. It's near Guadalajara,
Yeah.
and
Oh, cool.
it's like about 5 hours away. But basically, I've been all over to Mexico, and yeah, I love it. I love going to
Oh,
Mexico. I was just there. What was it? Last week.
oh, cool. I know you
Was
just
in
said that
Rosarito.
you were on vacation, right?
Yeah,
Nice. Good for you.
was
I'm glad.
Rosarito.
I hope you had a nice time.
Oh, it was going to Mexico is always fun.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Have you ever been or no?
I've been to Cancun. I've been to.
Oh, Cancun.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Definitely. You guys have any beaches over there or no in Bolivia?
No, no beaches in
No.
Bolivia. Bolivia is a landlocked country. It's like in the middle
Oh,
of South America, and so we used to have
okay.
beaches, but it like most of our actually not too many people know it, but Bolivia used to be the second biggest country in South America after Brazil. But we've had so many wars with different countries that they took away like our our ocean, I guess, or our beaches. Chile took away our beaches.
Chile.
Yeah,
Ah,
no bueno.
no bueno, right?
Yeah.
And for your future music, what do you plan on doing? Like, do you plan on doing different genres? Maybe more
I
English
think
music, maybe more Spanish music,
I think a
pop,
little bit
maybe
of
some
both.
rock.
I'm gonna in my new songs I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of everything. I think you're gonna see in the next releases that I have something a little different maybe than Mi Destino, but it's always gonna have all the influences that I have ever since I was a kid, and it's gonna be I think a little bit of English and Spanish, and you're also gonna see some trap, a little bit of trap like Latino trap in there, and I think I'm
Right.
focusing a little more on Spanish, but it's also going to have some English. I think wherever it fits, I'm going to try to do that.
You think you'll ever go back to rock and have like a rock band or no?
Not so much, but I love like in some of my new songs, I am incorporating kind of a little more rock song. I don't know if you've heard the new Bad Bunny CD, but he has kind of like some rock influences in there. And I was reading, some people are thinking that reggaeton and the urban music is kind of evolving towards a little more rock, but who knows? I always want to try to do things a little differently than everybody else, and so yeah, just incorporate and all my influences.
All your influences. Well, it's definitely. Well, I want to thank you so much for giving me your time and for letting us, hear about you and your story. And tell us your social medias. Give us your social media so everybody can follow you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, brother. Thank you so much, man. It was a pleasure. Hopefully, we can do some more of these in the future, and maybe next time I can interview you too. And so, but but no, brother. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I know people are probably going to see this interview later, and so I would appreciate if you go follow me on all my social media. It's Drop D Baby on Facebook. I just created a TikTok, and so I'm also on Snapchat. And so yeah, please go support. And I think many good things to come. if there's support, and I want to thank everybody that supported me so far.
Definitely. And how are you on TikTok? Are you pretty good at doing TikToks or no?
No, no, I just started,
No.
and so yeah, now I kind of suck at it, but hopefully we'll grow little by little. You know,
I
it's
think
like I said,
that's a new like Facebook. No, everybody's like on
yeah,
TikTok, and
it's
think we
crazy.
have to. I'm not too good on TikTok either, but
Me neither. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to start, practicing my TikTok skills because
yeah. I
that's
know.
a new place to be.
I know. I didn't want to create a TikTok, but everybody kept saying like, "Are you on TikTok? Are you on TikTok?" And I'm like, No. And so everybody's been saying, like you said, they say that in order to grow on Instagram, you kind of have to have a TikTok, and so it's crazy. I don't know if you've probably seen, right, that there's people that on Instagram have maybe like a few hundred followers, and then on TikTok they have like 20,000 followers or something like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah,
hopefully
it's
I'll
crazy.
learn.
It's so crazy how all this social media works, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is crazy. They could be, you know, kind of like in old comedy movies where bands or people would say, "Oh, I'm huge in Japan, right? I'm huge in Japan," but it's like I'm huge on TikTok, but nobody would know it by just seeing your Facebook or something else.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Definitely. Well, thank you so much, my brother, for giving me your
No,
time,
no,
and
thank you.
many blessings to you and your career. And I know you're doing great, and you're gonna keep on doing great. So
Thank you, bro.
thank you so much.
Likewise.
Also, before now that I remember, you produce your own music, right? You don't,
Yeah.
which it's very important for people to know because it's probably so hard, and it takes a lot of your creativity to create your own music.
Yeah.
So people have to support these kind of artists where they are killing it and literally killing it on everything they do.
Thank
Because
you.
yeah, definitely. You probably produced your whole album or no?
Yeah, yeah, I did the whole thing from beginning, like everything, made the beats, the music, um, recorded. I'm actually right now, I'll show you, but I'm in my kind of little recording studio that I have right here. I don't know if you can see it, but
Awesome.
yeah. And so, and then, yeah, and I learned ever since I was a kid, I've been like recording music, but I've never been very good at mixing and mastering. And so I learned that, and I keep getting better. So hopefully for future songs, it'll be better, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, it's very important for
Yeah.
people to support
I
artists like you. That
sorry. Kind of.
definitely, yeah, it's very important for people to support artists like you
Thank you, bro.
because you're producing your own music. You're actually the genius behind all the songs that you do. So I think that's a great talent to have.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. All your love and support, and thanks again for your time. And I hope you have a good Friday night. Don't
Plus,
party too
you
hard.
write your own songs too, right? You wrote your own songs. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. From beginning, then I wrote the music. I wrote the lit. I'm sorry, it's kind of going
The
in and out the
lyrics.
sound, but yeah, bro, I did everything from a production standpoint, writing the song, music, writing the lyrics, recording it, producing it, mixing it, mastering it. And so I think artists nowadays, they don't have to do that, but it does help when they can do a little bit of everything, you know?
Yeah, definitely when they're more involved with their own music.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That is true.
definitely. Definitely. So everybody support Drop D. He is on YouTube as Drop D Baby, right? Or just Drop D?
Drop D baby. If you go look up Sube by Drop D, you'll find my music video for Sube and a whole bunch of other stuff.
And you even have a whole song in English, which is totally forgot. That was one of my favorite songs actually. But it talks
Which one?
about people, and hating on you, and what is the name of the song called? The one you have, the
Happier
one
Than
that's in
Me?
English. Yeah, that one.
Happy. Oh,
And
happier than me. Oh yeah.
yeah, happier than
Yeah.
me, and for the English, listeners who want to hear some English music from Drop D, "Happier Than Me" is a whole English song, so you can go check it out and support.
Yes. Thank you so much, bro. Again, I really appreciate it, and this has been awesome. Awesome experience.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, my brother. I hope you have a great night, and I hope you enjoy the small interview. And yeah, thank you for
You
giving me the
too.
time
Blessings
and
to you.
giving me the practice. Because this is what I like to do too, apart from music,
I
hearing
did, man.
people's story.
Cool. Bro, anytime, like if you want to do it on a weekly basis, and we can do it on a weekly basis if you want. I can interview you too, because you'll get sick of hearing my voice.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, brother. Blessings.
Alrighty,
Have a
brother.
great night.
Take care.
Have a good night, bro. You too.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and follow me on social media at Celebrity702. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Did I say YouTube already? So yeah, Celebrity702. And if you want to also follow me on my private account, I am as Freddie Music Official. So a Freddie Music Official, you can find me anywhere just like that. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate your time and space. So thank you so much, guys.